The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to the January 21st, the terrific Tuesday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there's having a great day, and let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. Now, the easiest way to do that, well, it's to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We'll go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I at just past 11 o'clock in the morning. I do want you to know that I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. But even more important than that, and that's this. During this next 53 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to send me an email. Send it off to Steve at TFNN.com. Inside the subject heading, please put radio show question. And, of course, if you're inside our Tigers Den, well, then any and every ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on Terrific Tuesday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to the show. Well, we start our day after a nice long weekend with the markets rallying. You've got the Dow that's up 379 points, printed out of 43,866. S&P's up 31. NASDAQ 53. Russell's up 32. Semis are up 39. Transports are up 135. It's a rally. It's a rally across the globe out there. I have my black round charts turned off. That's because, and this is actually slow as it is, so it's going to be an interesting radio or podcast session today. But the U.S. equity futures, U.S. equities indices are moving higher in all the major currencies out there. So it's a real rally today. There's nothing to get in its way of moving higher out there, other than maybe some short-term patterns, which most certainly we'll take a look at out there. So you've got gold that is trading up $5 right now. Silver's up 24 cents. Lights Recruit is off $1.38. So we got a few things to look at. Let's take a quick peek at some of these. First, you got high-grade copper that's on our screen. High-grade copper completed that TD9 count top. I did it on Friday. Price pulled back to a level of support. It's oscillator and change line. So the work to the downside at this stage here may be done, and it'll certainly be done as long as price remains above 4.2579. That is the bottom of its daily profile. So that's what's going on there. If we take a look at, let's take a look at light sweet crude. So you've got these charts up here. These charts here might populate quicker than if I go to my other ones out there. So that's something I'm really just testing right now. So if I take a look at light sweet crude, we don't have a topping pattern. What we do have is price pulling back, and it's trading with inside its profile. So, the Trump effect here, supposedly drill, baby, drill, light sweet crude will go lower. Well, if that's the case, then what you should see is price take out support. And it's already testing its oscillator and change line, and it's testing the bottom of its profile. So the number to be watching there is going to be 75.80. If price were to close below 75.80, it wouldn't be curtains, because at 74.92 is the top of the weekly profile. So that's another level of support. Below that, you'd be at 74.12, and 74.12 would be the oscillator and change line for its monthly time frame. You can see on a short-term basis, prices held price held daily support, the profile. As price was trading below that, what Light Sweet Crude was doing for its 30-minute time frame was forming a Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom signal. This suggesting a rally up towards 76.80. We are in its fifth consecutive bar to the upside out there. What we see out here is just a series of higher lows out there. There's no reason other than consecutive movements higher that the Light Sweet Crude short-term 30-minute rally should not continue. If we take a look at, let's take a look at natural gas. course, natural gas is rolling over into the March contract. This is the February contract. Let's put this up on our screen. We have a sell the D point top that formed on Friday with that bearish engulfing candle. We already had one that confirmed on Friday. Thursday negated its sell the D point top. What we can see here is that price is trading with inside its profile levels, and it's a bearish structured profile. This is for the February contract. $3.74. If price were to close below that, that would suggest a move to 343. But let's do this here. Let's change this to the March contract. Give me a moment here. We'll get this to populate. And it's because I've only got really the daily, weekly, and monthly. Well, that didn't work out very well. Must have been Stevie's fat fingers or something. But let's try this one more time. There we go. So with only having daily, weekly, monthly, and then a 30-minute time frame chart, it's populating relatively quick compared to the other charts that I've got out there. Not that we can't just simply focus on this, but we take a look at the March contract here for natural gas. Same pattern. You can sort of see it on the daily time frame. A sell the D point top because of Friday's bearish bear sash candle. Price is trading below its oscillator and change line. So those of you that trade the UNG, go see which contracts are inside of it. I presume at this stage here they're rolling into March. Price is trading below its oscillator and change line. So for a daily time frame, it's lost its momentum, and price should pull back to its buy zone. That's between $3 and $3.13. Now, the weekly time frame will likely form a TD9 count top on a Friday out there. All that it needs to do in order to accomplish that is close above the close of bar number 5, and that close was $2.96. So if we close above that, you'll have a TD9 count top there. That would suggest a price retracement back to its oscillator and change line. Top of the profiles at 302. You get $3 even Steven on the daily time frame. So at this stage here, we're suspecting that the natural gas is going to pull back further out there. So interesting. We can take a look at Goldilocks this way. Let's go see what gold is doing. Trading out at $27.53. It's up $4.40 out there. It negated its TD9 count top. I did that on Wednesday of last week, I believe it was. Let's see here when the charts actually populate. That'll make it a little bit easier for Stevie. Yeah, it was Thursday of last week that price negated that signal. So what should unfold here is we take a look at the daily time frame. Now, there is resistance. So in order to get up to that 28.26 level, we're going to need to see gold, natural resistance, established by that bear sash candle, and that's at the 27.6130 level, 27.6130. So about another $8 from where we're trading right now. If price was able to close above that, then we would see a move up towards the 28.26 level. That is the TD9 count breakdown resistance area. On a weekly time frame, we take a look at gold. It's just a consolidation with inside its profile, and there's not enough data out here on a monthly time frame for me to be able to grab profiles and really a bunch of other information. On a 30-minute time frame chart, though, I can share with you with regard to gold. Looks like we've got a TD9 count top. That has confirmed, so it completes at 11:30 out there. Now, that would suggest that price should pull back to test support, and support would be at about between 27.43 and 27.45. On the other hand, if price is able to close above the high of this pattern, now I don't know if it's going to be the high that came in at 10:30. That's at 27.55.80 right now. That's the high. If price were to close above that, it would negate the signal, but it has to do that after 11:30 a.m. out there. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the Opening Call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched The Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We're taking a look at the intraday charts here for the NQ, the daily time frame up in the upper left. You'll see on the intraday time period, if you look at the 5-hour time frame chart, you'll see an A to B equals CD pattern to the upside that is formed out here, and 22,060 or so being its price target. You also see that on the 120-minute time frame chart. Now, in order for that to signal that it's getting ready to do that, we need to see its 16-minute Rhodes Momentum Indicator topping pattern fail out here. So that would need a close above the high from 10 a.m. January 20th, yesterday. Futures were open, and that high out there is 21,778.75. If price closed above that, that signals that we had a higher out here. At this stage, price is just consolidating with inside its profile, but that's what I'll be watching for. That's an important level to be watching with regard to the NQ out there. Let's go. Let's take a look at some of the requests that have come in, just kind of keeping things relatively smooth here. So we'll begin by taking a look at Tesla. This came in from Jane, I believe, and the question here was to take a look at the short version of Tesla. So I won't do that. The reason I won't do that is because it would be taking its P's and Q's from Tesla, and that short version that you're looking at might be a double or a triple. So I think it was TSLS or something like that. But your question on that chart, you're saying did it form a bottom? On this chart, you're really saying do we have a top out here? So let's take a look first at the monthly time frame, because I wasn't really sure about your time frames that you're looking at. But on a monthly time frame, there's an A to B equals CD pattern to the upside. There's no bearish reversal candle that is in sight as we speak. We are what it really needs to do is, if on a monthly basis, that would be 2 weeks next Friday, if price were to close above 414.50, we're at 414 and change right now, 414.50, price closes above that, it negates resistance, an old Rhodes Momentum Indicator top that is in place out there. So nothing bearish on the monthly time frame. other than dealing with resistance. By the way, that resistance level on a monthly basis, it had volume, again, going back to November of 2021, 649 million shares. You moved into it last month with 1.9 billion shares. So that is likely to fail. Let's look at the weekly time frame chart. The weekly time frame chart has a sell the D point top that formed with the bearish shooting star candle on December 20th. That high out there is at the 488.54 level. That's what price needs to close above in order to negate that signal and suggest we move higher. All that you have here is a consolidation with inside its profile. I caution you on a weekly time frame, or the weekly chart, I should say, cautions you against going short because prices pulled back and tested and rejected and continues to find support at that green oscillator and change line, which at the moment is printed out at 402.56, but that's not worth a short. With something printed at 414, I don't think that's worth a short out there. So is there a top on the weekly? Yes, but it's important for you to understand the key level of support that is held out there. What happens if we get a close below 402.51? Then it will have lost its momentum and it will open up the door for a move to the buy zone, weekly buy zone, 327 to 345. And now to the daily. In the daily set of charts out here, we had price close above the top of its profile back on the 15th, on the 16th, on the 17th, and again today we are trading above it. Price pulled back and tested that level, 410.41 out there. And as long as price remains above that, is there a sell the D point top? It is. It was an evening star candle. So it's going to be that same high that we looked at on the weekly time frame chart, which is 488.54. But here it's really just been a sideways type consolidation ever since that daily pattern came in. And we've got key levels of support holding. So is Tesla short? I don't see it as a short. Anything can happen, of course, inside the markets. But no, I don't see it as a short as we see right now. So I hope that helps you out, Jane, and appreciate the early request out there. ELO wanted to take a look at SMR out there. So let's go see what SMR is doing. It's trading right now at 24.51 or so. Let's look at the monthly time frame chart. What do we have on a monthly time frame chart? We have a TD9 count top that should take price back to its oscillator and change line, which is currently printed at 1502. So at this stage here, the top is still suggesting, okay, price could pull back 1502. The weekly time frame chart negated a TD9 count top, and all that has led to is a consolidation with inside its profile. 1702 at support, 2657 at resistance. This is bullish in structure. So we can see that we've been trading higher in the monthly chart this month, and we should continue to trade higher. We should continue to rally up towards 2657. That is the top of its weekly profile. If it can close above that, then we start to head back to its highs out there. Again, no topping pattern on the weekly time frame, and we have a negated topping signal. That was a TD9 count pattern. Now on a daily time frame, the swing point that price is dealing with takes us back to January 6th. 15 million shares traded hands that day. So far today, we're at 7 million shares, and we're in 2 hours of trading. So that's about a 21 million share day versus a 15 million share day. And what that's going to do is that's going to trigger an A to B equals CD pattern to the upside. I can't really tell if that retracement was a 0.786 or not. I'll still put it in here, the A to B equals CD pattern out there. And that would suggest that you've got a bit higher to go, but you'd be looking for a bearish reversal candle to confirm a sell the D point top. It looks like that's more than a 0.786 retracement out there. So I don't know that I'd be worried about the A to B equals CD pattern out there. Just watch 2657, because it looks to me like that's where price is headed to. If it can get above that and close above that 2657 ELO, then you're looking at a move to 3230. So that's what's going on. We take a look at SMR. Let's go take a look at Okla out here. Oklahoma, OKLO. This is also for ELO. This is trading at $30.29. It's pushing into a daily swing point from January 7. There was 15 million shares that traded that day, and today we are at 10 million shares. So price moving to that swing point with volume. What's that mean, ELO? It means that high is going to be tested, perhaps broken through. The high that I'm referring to on the daily time frame chart is 31.91. Let's open up the daily time frame chart. See what happens if we close above that one. Number one, you would take out a Rhodes momentum indicator top out there. Number two, you'd be at all-time highs. You'd have an A to B equals CD pattern. That A to B equals CD pattern on the daily time frame would look something like this. We'll start from our low from about December the 16th or so. We're going to take that high of that Rhodes momentum indicator signal out there. Then we're going to slide this to the left. We're going to go ahead and grab that candle if we grab that line if we can. I'm trying to. There we go. And now we can take a look at the A to B equals CD pattern. The 1-to-1 would have a price projection of about 36.09 or so. So again, price is moving into a swing point that has volume of 15 million shares. You're doing it already with 10 million shares today. What you're looking for is a close above that high, that being 31.91, to suggest that it's going to confirm an A to B equals CD pattern and that it wants to head higher out there. On the weekly time frame, the swing point that you're trading into has got volume of 67 million shares. We got a shortened trading week. So, you've got to do the math on that. On a monthly time frame, we are trading above the swing point from October 2024. No high, no top here. There was no top on the weekly time frame chart. So OKLO looks okay to Steve-O and should go tag that swing point high. And if it gets above that, then you've got that A to B equals CD pattern. So hope that helps you out, ELO. Duncan wanted to take a look at Amazon. AMZN is a ticker symbol. Let's fire those charts up here. Amazon trading into a swing point from the trading session of December 16th. Volume, 37 million shares so far today. You're up with 14 million shares. So you're pushing into that swing point with volume. Amazon should go target that high. That high being 233 even Steven. If you can close above 233 even Steven, you'll negate a Rhodes Momentum Indicator and a TD9 count top for the weekly time frame, when the monthly says, I want you boys to do that, because the monthly is in all-out bullish mode. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Building wealth trading in the stock market seems impossible to most people. They think it's too volatile and risky. Most people aren't going to take the time to educate themselves on how to do it right. But you're not most people, are you? At TFNN, you'll get the guidance you need to refine your strategies and techniques to invest like a pro. Because you'll be a pro. All TFNN subscriptions, books, software, and courses are available at TFNN.com. And I'm even going to tell you how to get them for less. Use TFNN's Tiger Dollars and you'll get up to a 20% bonus on your purchase. And once you apply them to your account, Tiger Dollars are automatically used for all future or recurring charges. Tiger Dollars also never expire, are fully transferable, and are a great way to add savings to your newsletters or services. Become the investor you were born to be at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
This market has turned red, Tigers, and the question we should be asking ourselves is how to position for a potential bear market. Plenty of gains can be made in bull markets, but if we've entered bearish territory, that strategy needs to change. So, how do we pivot so we can see green in the red? Join Larry this month, January 10th and 24th, for live trading action. You'll sit next to Larry as he places live trades, explains his methodology, and answers questions live. Larry brings his decades of trading knowledge directly to you, teaching you how to navigate this shifting market. Go to the front page of TFNN.com today and secure your spot fast for live trading Fridays with Larry Pesavento. Happy New Year, Tigers. We'll see you January 10th and 24th. TFNN. Educating investors.
This portion of the Trader's Edge is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Welcome back, folks. Had a good weekend of jazz. Al Di Meola was in town. I don't know if any of you out there have ever seen him play. He's one of the most amazing guitarists that you'll ever see. I mean, he's right up there amongst the tops. And what was really cool about this concert, and he brought with him some of the close to original guys out there. And they played his very first album out there, which was just really so cool to see. Got to see Peter White a couple of weeks ago. I was introduced to Peter White, musically that is, about 49 years ago. And this coming Saturday or Friday, I'm going to see the individual that introduced Peter White to me musically, and that was Al Stewart. Maybe some of you out there remember The Year of the Cat out there. So if you go back to that album, that's where Peter White got his break, was through Al Stewart out there. Anyways, great music. If you go see, I don't know where Al is, Di Meola, that is playing next out there, but he is a master. He is a master. It's just, for me, he is so fun to watch. In any event, we're taking a look at the stock chart here for Dan inside the Tigers Den. Ticker symbol BBAI. And BBAI looks beautiful, Dan, and it's going to go tackle its next resistance level. So it's getting ready for its next battle. It's up at 460. We're at 444 right now. 460 being the top of its daily profile. And it is already trading into a daily swing point from the trading session of December 31st out there. Now, 66 million shares, December 31st. It's going to be lighter volume than maybe normal, but still 66 million shares. Right now, today, you're up with 27 million shares. So you're moving into that candle with volume. Remember, unfortunately, other than knowing it was December 31st and the reason that, you'd have light trading volume or what have you, we usually can't put our cursor on a bar and know exactly what maybe was or wasn't going on in essence that day. And but if you do close inside that swing point, Dan, and that just requires a close above 421, so it looks like it's going to do that without any problem. You do it with volume, odds favor that price would go run up to that high. But you'll know that will be accomplished if you can get above 460. So that's next battleground. No battleground on the weekly time frame chart. Your trade, it's all out bullish. I take that back. It's got a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. It's not all out bullish. In order to get all out bullish, it has to close above the high of $4.79 out there. So that'll be another resistance point. Could be another resistance. 479. What did I say was the resistance up here? I didn't probably. It is 520. Yeah. So if you can clear that daily Rhodes Momentum Indicator top, weekly says you're off to the races, which is really what the monthly chart says as well. On a 130-minute time frame, prices taken on TD9 count breakdown resistance. I'll move that chart over just so you can see that here. And that's at the 444 level. So you had a TD9 count that is trying to take out a TD9 count breakdown resistance level. So it's really up against a strong resistance area. So we'll tell you a lot, over the course of the next couple of hours out there. So I hope that helps you out. And as always, thank you for your request. Duncan Steve. See, Mr. Bill, daughter saw Lee Ritenour and Dave Grusin in LA last week. Now, that would be a pretty amazing concert for sure. Dave Grusin, GRP Records, right? So you had Grusin, who was the in any event, and where they're big at, Mr. Bill, maybe you know this, is down in Miami, the University of Miami. So Grusin and in any event have put a bunch of money down into that into that school, into the music inside that school. So it's pretty cool. Going and seeing Lee Ritenour and Dave Grusin, that would be very cool. And let's go to our next request out here, which comes in from Duncan inside the Tigers Den. And Duncan, I believe this is a chart here. RGTI. So we look at RGTI. What this tells us is price is trading above the top of its daily profile. So it's trading above resistance. It wants to head to the next resistance level. And that would be its oscillator and change line. The oscillator and change line is at 1346. It's green, so it tells us that we have a price oscillator that's above zero. That's a bullish condition, but it gets uber bullish when you have a rising price oscillator above zero. In order for that to happen, price has to close above that green line, 1346. So that's the next price target to the upside. On a weekly time frame chart, I don't have a topping pattern. Big old bear sash candle. I don't think that was anything. That was more to deal with the daily TD9 count top and the gap to the downside. What price did do was it found support at that oscillator and change line. So it's a bullish signal. It's bullish. There's no weekly top out here. So that was bullish. The monthly time frame chart is bullish. It's really about the daily. And got news of bump. Second day is why it's up. Well, it actually had been closing above profile resistance out there. It did this on the 15th. It did this on the 16th. Back on Friday, it got back below that level out there. So it had two closes above that, which is telling us about a profile change in trend, just to add to whatever news might have come out or what have you. But right now, it's trading above resistance. You don't have a weekly top. You don't have a monthly top. It's just a matter of being able to take out that 1345-ish area. It probably goes up by a penny or two as this rallies, but that's the price target. And again, if you close above that, you go tackle that TD9 count top for its daily time frame out there. Let's go take a look at did I put it here? QBTS. That's right, QBTS. This is for Duncan. Then we'll go take a look at PPTA. So with regard to this instrument, QBTS, you are consolidating inside its daily profile. It may, in fact, have a Gartley buy pattern. I can't tell if that retracement is more than a 0.786 retracement. It's going to be pretty close out there. The retracement I'm referring to is the high on January 7th as it was coming back into where the 8-point would start, which would be December 27th. But right now, let's not measure that. Let's just say what you've got out here, Duncan, is nothing more on a daily time frame, a consolidation between support at 442 and resistance at 716. If we look at the weekly time frame chart, there's where your top came in. It was a TD9 count top. Price pulled back, tested, and held its oscillator and change line the week of January 10th. Last week, we closed below that level. So we're trading with inside this profile. It's trading into the sell zone, Dunk, of its weekly time frame chart, and that's between 542 and 642. This is where you should see the most turbulence. If price can close above 642, well, then that's a positive out there, and that would suggest a move to the 716 area, again, the top of the daily profile. So 642, no reason for it to not be able to get up to that level that I can see out there. And on a monthly time frame, just not enough data to provide you and I with much information out there. So it does look like QBTS wants to rally further, and I'd say 642 to 716 is its likely price target. We come back from this break. For LB, we want to go take a look at PPTA and any other requests that have come in as well. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Welcome back, folks. Got to wait for my charts here to populate. So it was GRP Records. Many of you probably heard of GRP. That was Larry Rosen. That was Dave Grusin and Larry Rosen that I was trying to think of. He passed away quite a few years ago. I remember they had a tribute concert to him down in Miami that I went to, and that was an amazing show as well out there. A lot of people might say, "Hey, I'm not familiar with Dave Grusin," and I would say, "No, you're very familiar with Dave Grusin's music." He one of their claim to fame, but certainly his, was writing score music. And I mean, you name the great moves out there, and you're going to see his name associated with the score music out there. I mean, it's just one after another, right? I mean, older ones like on Golden Pound, just so many. I just can't really think off the top of my head of all of those, but you know his music for sure. In any event, Stevie's charts are back up, so let's go to those charts out there, not test Stevie's brain. The first one coming in from LB wants to take a look at PPTA, and his question is, what resistance is in the way of getting up to the 1318 level? And that resistance would be 1212, and 1212 would be the top of its daily profile. No, I take that back. That is the center of its profile. So the center of its profile is at 1212. It's bullish in structure. So Lee, if price can close above 1212, then what it should do is it should run up to 1281. 1281 is a TD9 count breakdown resistance level. That level was tested twice, and in both instances it held. Now, there were spikes above that level, and the spike above that level in this instance here would be 1323. At 1323 would be the top of the profile. So you've got a bullish structured profile on a daily basis. If, in fact, you get a close above, certainly two closes, above 1212, then you're likely to get a move up to 1281 or 1323. On the weekly time frame chart, we are trading above its green oscillator and change line, and we are trading above its profile. And that is a bullish signal for us, so there's no reason for that to not want to continue to move higher. We had a monthly TD9 count top, and it completed last month, but boy, you can fool me, that's suggesting that over time it wants to get back to 837. But I don't see, we're not in that time cycle as we speak just yet. I see a daily consolidation pattern. You could draw in the same weekly consolidation pattern. But at this moment in time, LB, price looks to me, as long as it can close above 1212, that's what you were looking for. It wants to make a move up to the 1281 level out there. Nicholas would like to take a look at the Russell 2000. So it is really looking for resistance there. For that, what I've done is we're going to put up the multi-time frame sets of charts out here. So first on the daily time frame, let's open up the daily time frame. We've got a nice Rhodes momentum indicator bottom that formed with that bullish hammer candle back on January 13th. That then on the next trading session created a three-river morning star. Two bottom candles don't make it any better than one. On Friday, price closed above the top, or yesterday, price closed above Friday. Price closed above the top of its profile, 2285. We're above that now. On a daily time frame chart, it could be gunning for 2478.40. That's a daily TD9 count breakdown resistance level on a daily time frame. That is its next level of resistance out there. I don't see a swing point or anything along those lines, at least on the daily time frame, for anything that can get in the way. How about the 5-hour time frame chart? What the 5-hour time frame chart tells us, Nicholas, is that price needs to close above the high of the day. That came in at about that was yesterday, I apologize. That high is at 2330.20. Note that down on your pad of paper. Why? If we close above that, then it will negate its Rhodes momentum indicator top, and that would suggest that we had higher out there. So there's another resistance point for you to take a look at. Just going through this one by one, trying to go through it one by one. There we go. On a 240-minute time frame, I don't have a top. I have a straight above profile and a soft and change line. It's bullish. The 120-minute chart has got the same top that the 5-hour time frame chart does. So again, closing above that high, 2330.20, is what you're looking for. That's really the next major level of resistance that I see out there. Yeah, that's really about it. So that's what I see, Nicholas, for the Russell 2000. I hope that helps you out. Let's take a look at the next request that came in. Can Stevie find it? And that is Tex-Mex. TEX is the ticker symbol, and this is from Mohammed. If we look at the daily time frame shows a Rhodes momentum indicator bottom that formed with this bullish engulfing candle back on January 13th. We are traded above the top of its daily profile. This would be session number 3 above that. I don't see any other resistance on the daily time frame, so it could be targeting its TD9 count breakdown level, and that is like at 55.98. On a weekly time frame chart, has a by the D point bottom, or looks like it formed that pattern out there. Either way, price is trading above the top of its above its oscillator and change line. And is it trading into the top of its profile? Let's see out here. 48.76. It most certainly is. So just a tad above where we're at. We're 48.66. So the battle is on right now. And the question is, do you get it close above 48.76? Of course, it doesn't matter if it closes above it on Tuesday, Mohammed. It matters where it closes on Friday. And if it closes above that level on Friday, then you're off to the races. The races here for the weekly, you'd be above resistance, so makes us fall back to the daily. Got that? 55.98. Or to the monthly. The monthly, we had price pull back and test its buy zone out there between 44.27 and 46.64. That's what it's doing this month. Is a bullish structured profile. No reason for this not to be able to run up towards 53.37. So, Mohammed, this looks pretty good. You've just got that one battle. It's a major battle. It's on the weekly time frame chart, and again, it's the top of its profile, and that's at the 48.76 level. Now, on a 195-minute time frame chart, I'm going to pull this over here because it's the only one that's got a topping signal. So as you move into a level of resistance on the weekly time frame, from an intraday perspective, you have a TD9 count top that's going to confirm at 12:45. It's 11:49 right now, so in just a little bit less than an hour. Then you got to add another. At a day's end, you would have the final candle for the day for this instrument, and that will complete a TD9 count top. So you've got some short-term potential pullbacks. Now, support out here is 47.86. So that wouldn't be a big pullback. Its oscillator and change line is 46.10 out there. So Tex looks pretty good. Again, you got those battles on the weekly, and that 195-minute chart is going to set up a battle as well for it. But it'll also set up a TD9 count that'll be important for you to follow, because if price closes above that high, it would tell you for that time frame you have a strong upward momentum move that is underway. So thanks for your request as well. I've got a minute here to kill, so to speak. Let me just see if there was any requests, any other requests that have come in. The answer to that question is no, there is not. The internet is like Prevagen. Yeah, you're right about that. Oh, cool. Dan found some of his songs. 3 Days of the Condor. I can hardly read some of this. Fratelli Chase. That was a good tune out there too. Just a ton of music by those guys. That's how they really made. I think that's how they really made their money. I mean, Dave Grusin, Larry Rosen out there, those guys wrote lots of ballads for a lot of things. Anyway, Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pros pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
Welcome back, folks. We're taking a look at the charts here for Berkshire Hathaway for Mr. Bill inside the Tigers Den. Mr. Bill, what we do know is that it's all-time highs. Stiff resistance out there. For example, the first time it made that high was back in September of 2024, TD9 count top. The next time was back here in November 27th of 2024. It tried to make a TD9 count top. That pattern actually failed, but price pulled back. What was really controlling the market, in my opinion at that time, because there was not a sell the D point top, is the weekly. The weekly had its TD9 count top. That was tested and failed. It turned into a Rhodes momentum indicator top. Price pulled back to test support. Right now, on a weekly basis, price is dealing with its oscillator and change line, which is green. That number is 472.27. Mr. Bill, if price can close above 472.27, you should see Berkshire Hathaway make a move to 485.09. 485.09 is a daily TD9 count breakdown resistance level. You don't have any resistance here other than the weekly that it's dealing with. The monthly, which had a Rhodes momentum indicator top, that formed last month in December. Price is still trading above its grain oscillator and change line above profile, so its signal is somewhat neutral. So it's all about, for Berkshire Hathaway, 472.31-ish. That's that weekly oscillator and change line. Hope that helps you out. Last request for the day, I think I put that right here, is LTBR. So we take a look at LTBR. What can we see out here? Well, on a monthly time frame chart, I can see I don't have the profiles up there. That's a bummer. Let's see if we can get those up here real quickly, post-haste. Get down to those profile levels. Come on, Stevie. You can do it. Taz boxes. There we go. Close this up. So on a monthly basis, you've got profile support at about 366. Watch that. Daily time frame. I see price right now that's trying to take it on profile resistance at 584. Two closes above that ought to get us back to its recent high out there. That recent high is at 584. The weekly time frame, you're finding resistance at its oscillator and change line. 30 minutes trying to create a Rhodes momentum indicator top out there. Sorry that I didn't have enough time for you, ELO, on LTBR. Hey, folks, thanks so much for tuning in on Terrific Tuesday. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow on Wonderful Wednesday. Have a great day and be safe out there.